Hi friends, my name is Borrodante. Let's test Rebelle. Rebelle. I don't know. So here it is. Rebelle demo. Now, one thing about this program, I suspect it's kinda slow. Thing is, this is a demo, and one of the main restrictions of a demo is the resolution. You can choose all kinds of different document like formats, including full HD and everything, but whatever you choose, it will be actually cropped by the square of 1280 by 1280, which is a very strategic kind of restriction for a demo of the program like this. And you will see why in a moment. This is why. Look how it's simulating the actual liquid paint or something. Now, if this doesn't impress you, check out the following. There's tilt control. Tilt for the canvas in like 3D space. So if we tilt it down and start painting, it will be actually creating pretty awesome simulation of liquid paint. And we can use finger and stuff, and probably choose a smaller radius so it wouldn't lag like that. But look at this, and also you can use finger to actually smear the paint around. The blending is pretty cool. It's not very, like, useful, not a real blender the way, like, the most productive blenders work, that just even out all the colors, creating middle color. This is not about that, this is about simulating actual paint, obviously. And you can see how we can smear away from where the paint got dry a bit, so there is a pretty complex simulation that looks pretty gorgeous if you ask me. So that's what Rebelle is about. This is almost all that there is to it. There are a couple more brushes, but like this one is a very thick one that creates like layer of paint, like oil paint or something, I don't know. But looks cool, and also kind of blends a bit, but not too much. You can actually work with it pretty well. So this is actually the brush to paint pretty cool stuff with it, and the wet brush is to drop some spots on top and see how everything just goes crazy. So yeah, let's see what else. Third brush, kind of like a crayon. Oh yeah, this looks very simple. And also we can use finger on this thick paint and just smear around its actual volume. And you can see again, we can remove the volume with the finger, but if the paper or the canvas absorbed some of the paint inside of it, it won't go away, so it looks pretty realistic, sort of, kind of. Also, yeah, you can kind of like blow with your mouth onto the canvas, meaning if we choose, let's try simulate blood. Ew. Watery blood. So, right now I'm gonna be blowing. Well, this is not as fun as the finger, plus I have my head swimming now. Whee! So this is like almost a toy. Now, the thing about the performance of the program, imagine this working at a resolution of 6K instead of 1280. This would be really slow, like whatever kind of processor and graphic processor you have, it would work rather slow. Just, let's choose, 100 pixel is the biggest size of this brush. I mean, it's not just about being slow. Just imagine having a huge canvas and these drops of water will be super tiny. I'm not sure if you can actually set up the size of the drops. Although, in the settings, and this is something that we can't really test using the demo, but in the settings there is resolution but also DPI. So if we choose a huge resolution but a very big DPI, it will mean that the density of pixels will be big, but the canvas itself might be pretty small. In that case, drops of water can be kind of get bigger comparing to the pixel. Maybe, maybe not, I can't tell. Well, we kind of can. We can choose like a super small resolution. Or let's just do a huge DPI. Yeah, right? Right now, will the drops be huge? No, they don't seem to change their scale. So, I suspect in a big resolution, aside from possible lags, the drops will look pretty weird, although this right now looks so cool. Pretty cool drops, like the simulation is really amazing. I love it. Okay, what else do we have here? So some sketching, cool. And ooh, this looks kind of thick. It's a volumetric ink, some sort of thing. Can I smear it with my finger? Oh yeah. What kind of pen is this? Ink pen. Well, I guess that's what ink is like, if you're pretty generous about your ink. Yeah, the strokes look really nice. It's so pleasant to just paint on it, to just kill some time or something. Kinda cool. Ooh, this is a wet part of the canvas, and this is what happens to the ink. Oh, cool. Really cool looking simulation, like it really works with the texture of the actual canvas, and it works all over it. Awesome. So yeah, tilting. Also, there's a pretty cool feature that I just discovered before starting this episode. So let me show you. So here's a huge ugly spot, and in tilt I'll use accelerometer of the actual tablet I paint on. And I will be tilting the tablet, and it will be going all crazy. Okay, let me reposition a bit. Alright. Oh, you already dry. Ew. And give me finger. Wow, this is so cool. It feels kind of realistic when I do this. Especially with your finger, and when the liquid goes down with the gravity, sort of. It's kind of cool. Yeah, pretty cool colors. I don't think I'll be able to paint anything awesome with this. I mean, I could try to do a portrait, but I think it would take a lot of time. Ah, what the hell, let's give it a try. Also, there's a spray. There is a pretty solid set of tools to actually kind of like create a search and then doing some sketching and then painting on top of it. There are pretty usable brushes for all of that, which is pretty cool. The Rebelle demo is kind of in the way though. But Color Picker is ignoring it, so I guess we're okay. I feel almost bad when I'm creating a stroke and it's all simulating and all, and then I just undo it. The program goes like, oh dude, come on, I was simulating it for like 30 seconds. Let's use a bit less water, that would make sense, if we really wanna paint something. I never worked with like watercolor thing, so I don't know what to expect. Apparently some kind of burn victim, that's what we should expect. Wow, this is really cool looking. I keep trying to pick the color with the right click. Even less water, please. Ew. This is getting out of hand quick. Yeah, I shouldn't have used so much water in the first strokes. I guess we should like wait now until it gets dry or something. Well, there's a sponge. Oh, and this is a view of wetness. So I'm collecting the wet with a sponge to contain the problem. Well, yeah, new strokes are kind of drier. And you can see, this is so cool looking how the texture of the canvas gets revealed under the watery strokes. This really looks like an actual watercolor. Like, even beyond the whole drops and everything. Even without drops, it still looks really cool. Oh, this is actually a completely different experience when the brush is almost dry. It still kind of has the effects, but in a really cool way, in a very subtle way, and you can actually like work with details and all. Yeah, I can definitely see how if I would really spend time with the full version of this program, I would achieve a lot of cool results. And the resolution is certainly wouldn't be too big, not the way the kind of maniac of resolution like I am usually work with. But, you know, like 3K, I think it would work pretty well. And on the desktop, it would be even bigger than that, and it would be real time, like nicely working. The only question is how it would handle the scale of these effects, of scale of the water drops and everything. Not sure if there are settings for that. Okay, let's play with more water, because this is not going anywhere anyway. Well, this looks nightmarish. I love it. Oh yeah, cool. I love, like, right now I'm using as dry as possible this brush, but it still kind of like smears where the canvas is wet. So that's really cool that it actually memorizes that, where they're still wet. I could have started painting the face like here. That would work so much better. But I'm a genius. Okay, we have layers actually. That's a thing. Let's make a clone and just move it. Hi, beautiful. Oh no, what's happening? Sorry, not sorry. Oh my god. Good thing it gets transparent. I'm doing great. I guess I would be a lot more comfortable working with this kind of brush, since I'm basically kind of a digital oil painter. If you look at the way I paint, I guess most digital artists are. Oh yeah, this paintbrush is really cool, like oil one, the second one. Really nice shape of the strokes and everything, and blending isn't getting in the way, it just makes things look nice. So basically the way I actually predicted in the beginning, that mostly we should be painting with this kind of brush and then just play around with effects of the watercolor stuff. Or just wet brush, I don't even know if it's a watercolor. Yeah, also, this is an atrocity, I know. Kinda forgot to mention that. That this is a complete nightmare. Okay, I'm done. My job here is done. My people need me. So yeah, this is Rebelle. Quite an interesting little program. Definitely fun to play around with. And maybe to create some actually cool artwork if you really practice using it for a little while. I believe in that. So yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what other programs to test. And I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Add more water. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. We have to wipe it clean to make it go away. We can clean it all. It will all be all right. But Butters will never get clean. Butters has to die. Done!